in highlighting the way in which hydrogen can decarbonise both our industry, our transport, our energy system. It's very much a mission that I've been involved with since I've been here and before. So what I'm trying to do with my colleagues here, with colleagues at Swansea University and other universities, and especially with industry, is to try and realise that vision and get us further forward towards that idea of decarbonising through hydrogen. As a result, we've worked with a number of industrial partners at trying to take forward new ideas that may allow them to decarbonise their activity through hydrogen and through harnessing heat within their processes. So there's a few elements that we're involved with within our specific work package in Rice, and one of them is this rig here that we're stood in front of. The idea here is that we're looking at capturing hydrogen from industrial syngas processes. What do I mean by that? It's the sort of gas that arises when you make steel. But what we're specifically interested in here is capturing hydrogen from those gases so that hydrogen can be repurposed within the steelmaking process, but also that hydrogen can then be used outside of the fence of the steelworks. And with that, we're looking at better ways of doing it, so more efficient, more cost-effective ways of doing that process. The way that we approach things here, obviously with a focus on hydrogen, but looking at the whole idea of how we can transition new learning to an industrial environment. And as a result, not only in the way that we design this place, but also as we design each of the specific experiments that we work on here, or rigs that allow us to do that experimentation, we design those using an industrial type process. We use industrial monitoring systems, we use industrial safety and analysis systems in the same way that you would within an industrial process. And that enables us to work very well with our industrial partners. We speak the same language, or we speak the same technology in that sense. They can appreciate what we're doing might be experimental, but it translates very well to their setting. And that's really what we're trying to achieve. Every time we put in a new experiment, a new rig into this site, it's very much with that view of, okay, how we've scaled up from lab scale to the scale that we're doing things here, but how does that further translate to the industrial environment afterwards? People refer to it as the valley of death, and it is a real challenge to get to that point. I think that's why Rice Project and the work that we do here as part of that is trying to address that to some extent, and it's trying to bridge that gap a little better by doing it in a way that's relevant to industry, that can be understood by industry. We can start to build a picture that says, okay, this is something that's really worth taking on, by industry moving forward. There's a whole series of other benefits from the work that we do more generally, in that because no one's really done it before, or there might be elements of it done but no one's put it together in that way before, then there's opportunity to work with the supply chain to create new industries from that as well. And that's also part of the work that we're doing through Rice and through the projects that are around Rice, is working with the people that might benefit and be able to step in to manufacture these new processes, or the elements of that new process in future. Probably shouldn't be a surprise that industry have been not just willing to hear out the argument, but have been active participants in really driving forward the idea of decarbonising their activity, but doing it in a way that means that they can continue to operate and thrive. I can't speak highly enough for the way in which industry has embraced that challenge. It's not easy to achieve, and it's not instant. It really isn't instant, but all of them have taken it on board in a very positive way.